launches on Nintendo 3DS later this year.
Yep, I have a feeling
Japan, there's a
my
game known as
recording
Monster
will
Hunter
stop.
Cross, the latest game in the Monster
Seven
Hunter
Mode is
series.
still in Dragon Quest.
And now it's coming west as
Now we're going to Monster Hunter Generations.
With the new style system and Hunter arts, this is the most customizable Monster Hunter experience ever. And you can get a taste of what's to come in this debut trailer. We'll have more to say about the game in the future, but for now, a quick shout-out. Anyone who plays Monster Hunter Generations on a Nintendo 3DS with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate save data present on it will receive bonus content in the new game. As a special promotion, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is being offered at a special price of $19.99 in Nintendo eShop for 48 hours, starting today at 3 p.m. Pacific Time. It's a great game and a great reason to get hyped for the next one. Here's another. I'm happy to announce that Monster Hunter Generations will feature a special collaboration armor set based on Marth from the Fire Emblem series. To see the full-length trailer of this collaboration, head over to twitter.com/monsterhunter. Monster Hunter Generations will be available on Nintendo 3DS in summer 2016. At E3, there was one game we introduced that left fans with some questions. Today, Kensuke Tanabe, the producer of the Metroid Prime series, is here to help you understand how Metroid Prime Federation Force will become an integral part of the Metroid Prime universe. Tanabe-san?
Oh, God.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kensuke Tanabe. I started from the GameCube version, so it's been about 15 years since I first became the producer of the Metroid Prime series. Today, I want to introduce you to the newest installment in the Metroid Prime series, Metroid Prime Federation Force.
Here come the dislikes.
On a series we deeply love. As a development team, we approach it with great passion and effort. Development on this game started in 2009. At that time, we started with the idea of developing a new online multiplayer-focused Metroid Prime title for a handheld system. Early experiments began in collaboration with our reliable partners in Next Level Games, who I had worked with on Mario Strikers for GameCube and on Punch-Out for Wii. We kicked off official development with them, but at that point we were working on the Nintendo DSi. And with the DSi, it became clear that we wouldn't be able to achieve the type of performance fans would expect. When we saw the new Nintendo 3DS a few years later, for one thing, we knew that the Nintendo 3DS would address our performance issues, and we were also excited about the expanded control options provided by the C-Stick. At that point, we decided to restart the project. We wanted to use this new game to tell the story of the battle between the Galactic Federation and the Space Pirates. I had always imagined battles between these two within the universe, but we had never really explored that in the previous games. I'd been wanting to do it for over 10 years, so I was ready and excited to try. But, given the focus on the Galactic Federation and Space Pirate battle, while Samus would appear in the story, it meant that she couldn't be the main player character this time. So, using the Galactic Federation soldiers as the main characters was the natural course of action for this game. Another thing we wanted to add to the game system was the idea, like an RPG, of players having the ability to choose their own distinct roles in the game, like a healer, a warrior, a mage, and so on. You receive certain types of sub-weapons from the Federation in each mission, and players must divide them among themselves based on a weight limit before taking them on a mission. So, for example, if you carry a lot of repair capsules, then that player becomes a sort of healer in the game. And if you take on all the missiles, then you become a warrior. I would love to explain more about that aspect today, about the character's art style, or why we created Blast Ball, and so on. But let's save that for another time. What I can say for sure is that Metroid Prime Federation Force is a game that absolutely belongs in the Metroid universe. That, I promise. Please take a look at this video.
Samus Aran's solitary war on the space pirates terminated their phase-on experiments on Metroids. But the galaxy is not at peace. Recognizing a need to combat the space pirate menace, the Galactic Federation launched Project Golem, a top-secret program to develop mechanized battle armor based on the technology in Samus Aran's power suit. The most elite members of the Galactic Marines were chosen and put through intense training to form what would become the Federation Force. Their first mission is to survey the three-planet Bermuda system and reclaim an abandoned Federation outpost on the resource-rich planet Excelsior, which was devastated by a meteor crash 20 years ago, plunging it into an ice age. On Excelsior, all that stood in the way were mere ice hoppers. But then the team came face to face with a well-known threat they weren't expecting: space pirates. Now the only way to survive is to work as a team, to master their plans, and to take down the space pirates against all odds. Isn't over yet.
Stay tuned for more information on this next chapter in the Metroid Prime universe. We'll also be hosting several hands-on opportunities, starting with WonderCon in late March, so I hope you'll try the game out for yourself. Metroid Prime Federation Force releases on Nintendo 3DS systems late spring 2016.
Is that like May?
Next, I'd like to announce a game that combines some great selections from some great games. Rhythm Heaven on Nintendo DS, Rhythm Heaven Fever on Wii, and more. Introducing Rhythm Heaven Megamix, which will be coming to North America this year. Rhythm Heaven Megamix on Nintendo 3DS offers more than 100 rhythm games, 70 of which have been carefully selected from previous titles in the series, including the original Game Boy Advance game, which was never released in North America. There are also 30 brand new rhythm games, so replay a classic or tap into a new one when Rhythm Heaven Megamix launches later this year. Now, let's take a look at one last game. It has a lot of my co-workers tickled pink. Kirby's headed back to the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. This time, invaders have mechanized Dreamland. To restore his home to its original form, Kirby must rise up. At first, the game may look familiar. The Pink Puff will travel through stages by jumping back and forth between the foreground and background, while using more than 25 copy abilities. Of course, there will be new copy abilities. But here's the kicker. In this game, Kirby will use his new enemy's tech against them.
Cool.
His Robobot armor is extremely strong, to the point where it can actually destroy obstacles that stand in Kirby's way. And taking a page from Kirby himself, the Robobot armor can copy enemy abilities and use powerful modified versions of them called modes. The Robobot armor can use more than 10 modes. No matter what, Kirby and his Robobot armor can deliver 2 types of action for twice the fun. There's also a separate mode included in this game called Team Kirby Clash. It lets up to 4 players join forces to battle against powerful bosses. You'll select one of 4 roles and participate in a co-op quest to defeat a boss. Supporting your team by utilizing each role's abilities is the key to victory. While you play, you'll find tablets, and if you collect them all, your team can activate a powerful team meteor to inflict major damage. For the first time in a Kirby game, when you complete a quest, you'll gain experience points, and as you level up, your abilities will grow more powerful. That way, you can take on more difficult quests. Team Kirby Clash is available for download play as well, so you can play with friends who don't have the game yet, or you can play alone with sidekicks. In addition, this title is compatible with Amiibo. Tap them to give Kirby copy abilities in the game. Some Amiibo will even give you character-specific abilities. For instance, tapping the Mario Amiibo will give you the fire ability. And tapping the Link Amiibo will give you the sword ability. In fact, if you tap any Amiibo, something is sure to happen, so try it out sometime. Alongside Kirby Planet Robobot on June 10th, we're launching a new line of Kirby series Amiibo, including Kirby, of course, Meta Knight, King Dedede, and the irreplaceable Waddle Dee. When you tap any of these Kirby series Amiibo, Kirby will receive a copy ability, but he'll also get a costume unique to each figure. Not to mention, the Kirby figure grants him a power you can only get in this game with Amiibo, the UFO ability. Who knew Kirby was such a tech guru? Kirby Planet Robobot will mechanize your gaming world on June 10th. Thanks for tuning in to this Nintendo Direct. When we have more to reveal, we'll let you know. See you next time.